Alafia. Hello, we are back with another Isese Post. Abaru, Abuye, Abushishe to all the fellow Awo and Iya around the country. I have my co-host here, Jagun Shango, Baba Arisha Baby. And today we have a special guest here with us, my dear brother, Hondread. Hondread, what's going on, man? Talk to me.
On,
What's
on,
what's happening?
100 and nothing, 100 and nothing.
Yes,
Maboru
sir.
Aboy, Aboshe, Ugwato, Asure, Wodifun. That's the greeting we do, the normal appropriate greeting for the black culture. So I'm so glad to be here. My name is 100 and nothing. I'm so glad to be with my brothers here, man.
I feel. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you, man. I'm telling you.
My pleasure, my brother. My pleasure.
So, Hondred, man, tell the people exactly, who you are, what you
Mm,
do. There's
mm.
there's a lot of people that know you, and there's some that don't. But for the ones that don't, let them know exactly, who Hondred or nothing is.
Exactly, my brother. So yeah, okay, let me start formally by saying my full name. Yeah, my name is Makinde Damilola. But a lot of people don't know that. But a lot of people know me as 100. So let's stick to 100. So my name is 100. I'm a musician. I'm not just a musician. Yeah, I'm an Isheshe musician, the traditional musician. I'm the originator and the owner of the genre titled or called Afro Tradition. Because what I do is my songs are spiritual. In as much as they are spiritual, they are still fun to listen to. My ancestors actually choose this part of music to do Afro traditional music, to enlighten people, to change the misconception people have about Isheshe, about the Irumoles, Shongo, Ogun, Eshu, and all those things. So that is my mission my mission statement to change the misconception of what people think of Isheshe has. And also, I do a lot of things as regards the entertainment industry. I produce, sometimes I mix, I I produce, I make beats for my songs, and I do everything that has to do with Isheshe and music, entertainment. Yeah. I'm thinking of acting now, but I'm still waiting for people to give me roles. I'm probably modeling also. So all those things I want to dive into. I have ideas of all those things, and also presenting also. Yeah. Hopefully someday I get to touch on those things. You understand? 100 and nothing.
I say.
I share. So, as of as of recently, there, like I said, there's a lot of people, who love your music, who play your music on their reels, on social media and whatnot. So, as of right now, let the people know exactly, where you're at when it comes down to not only, your music, but where you are spiritually, where are
Mm.
you now?
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, also I would my present location is in Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria,
Mhm.
Ogun State, Abeokuta precisely. And that's like my precise location. And just for people to know, but I did mention that because I know Isheshe is around the world. So anywhere there's Isheshe, I'm from there. You understand? But the origin of where Isheshe started from is Nigeria, Yoruba land. So I needed to state that out. And where I am musically right now and spiritually, I would say I'm the first of my kind to do the kind of music that I do. In as much as we have, shout out to the people that have been doing Isheshe music for a long time, like our fathers, our grandpas, and all of them. They've been doing Isheshe music, and I could tell you for free that all the inspiration I'm using to do mine were gotten from them. So shout out to them. But there's a little bit of twist to it. I because of the fact that I love music and I love Yoruba tradition, I had to switch because I've not always been doing Isheshe music ever since. I've always been doing the Afrobeat, or let's say Afro fusion, because I didn't want to cage it under Afro fusion, under Afro beats, because I still put in a lot of Yoruba in my music, some proverbs and all. So I didn't really want to put it to Afrobeat. I just wanted to put it Afro fusion. Like I could pick out, I could just do anything from it. And it went on like that. But afterwards, I realized that okay, I was real life. I was connected to my ancestors because things were things were somehow at that time. So I just had to. I was connecting. The
Mhm.
process of connecting to them, I was able to know that okay, man, the first song I needed to do, or the song I needed to do at that time, because being a new convert, a lot of things were being shown, being made clear. Even the misconception that I think was there, I was able to know that okay, these things were not supposed to be like this. So I was able to know, and the first thing that was just like the first song I decided to do, thinking about it now, is actually Uri. And
Mhm.
thinking about it also, if your Uri is not in support of is not in support of what you do, then Ifa will not be in support of it. Even if you want to ball Ifa, you want to do everything, your head has to first be in check. Even the rumorless, they are nothing if your head is not in support of what you're doing. So thinking about it, I was like, okay, man, that's like the very good start. Talking about it now is now that I'm actually realizing that okay, all these things were even connecting from start. And I've been able to notice that thing, that a lot of connection have been going on in my life ever since I got immersed in Isheshe, because it's been like random events have been happening, but trust me, they've not been random. Like they've all been connecting to themselves, that when it now happens, or probably the next one happens, then I'm able to know that man, something happened that got this to happen. So there's always that connection in everything, even the music that I sing. You
Mhm.
understand? So there's always connection in it. So where I stand spiritually now, I'm on the very high pedestal with my Romulus, because what I do is not something ordinary. I mean, so if I don't do it right, I might not be able to get it right or pass the right information. You understand? Because I'm not just to entertain, but to
Mhm.
also pass message that's not just going to stand for today or tomorrow, but it's going to start for forever, for a
Mhm.
lifetime. So that's where I
Mm,
actually stand in regards to music. I'm standing in music now.
mm, I say. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, 100. Like first and foremost, I give thanks to you joining us today. I learned about your music maybe a month and a half ago, Nee.
Yeah.
And I mean, as soon as I heard it, I started on Spotify. I started, I want to say with E5, and then it kind of
Mm,
like it didn't even like I didn't even go to no albums. I just let E5 play. So I guess what they did is create like a playlist for you. So it went through E5, and I'm telling you, I listened to like the whole entire playlist that it made. And like the next day, I hollered at Nee. I'm like, yo, I'm like, copy this shit. I said, man, look, you on something with this, man? I'm like, yo, this brother is dope. And like straight up, I was like, man, do you mind if I use his music to bump under my social media, like to change the podcast intro to his music, like because I never heard of you before he introduced me to your music. I'm like, yo, everybody needs to know this brother's music because to me,
mm,
I'm gonna tell you this, and I say this with all due respect too. The first time I got exposed to Kid, I was blown away. I was like, "Yo, who is this kid?" Because I never heard of him, and this might have been like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago when I heard of him. And I was blown away with his music, and I listened to his first album, and I really thought like, "Yo, this kid is up there with some of the greats. Like, he has a very special talent." I'm looking at him like almost in a Bob Marley type class. I'm like, that's how his
mm,
music resonated with me. So when I heard your music, I'm like, yo, this dude, like he's like on that level. He should be like
mm,
literally. I should be hearing him in WizKid songs and playlists on the music station on the radio.
mm,
Like
Mhm.
seriously, because I'm like, yo, this dude is dope. But what I love the most is not only is the music like dope, but the fact that you are putting Orikis, you are putting the Odus, you are putting prayers, like you're putting all of this Isheshe, Ifa, Orisha material into the songs, but it sounds good to the point where I was
mm.
telling my wife, I'm like, yo, if we have a house party, we could literally put hundreds playlists on and let it play. And even family members who don't know anything about Isheshe will listen to that music and they'll be bobbing like, yo, that's
Mhm,
dope. You know what I mean? So it's like
mm,
you have a very special, I feel like, unique talent that's it's very rare because of the fact that you're so multi talented with your musician skills, but at the same time you're so proficient with your Shay skills, and you're able to blend and merge them in together. So it's a beautiful, balance and harmony, man. So I know that in due time, bro, you definitely gonna be where you should be, and I'm looking forward to just doing whatever I can to support it, and just be there to rock with it, man.
I
Because it's
share,
special.
I
So,
share, I share,
yes, sir. So
I share.
so
Thank
how
you, my
long?
brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's real. No, I appreciate you. You're welcome. Like, I mean, I call it how I see it, man. But I really am impressed with it because I haven't taken it off my I haven't taken it off my playlist since I got exposed to it. And I
Mm.
can't share with you how many people have come to the channel and just commenting just on the intro. So I'm like, yo, who is that on the intro song? So I'm like, I'll copy and paste the link to your channel, in the comments just so they can, go over there and check you out, bro. But with
Mm.
that, how long have you been a musician? Like, when did you start making music?
Hmm. I started making music a long time ago. I started from playing the harmonica, yeah, the mouth organ. That was like
Mm-hmm.
when I was quite young. Like maybe my dad got me the first one, I think when I was 10, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I started with that. I used to play, and moving forward, because I just love the instrument. So I got to play with people, still practice with people that play the keyboard. So every year I'm always singing in church. Like there's always a concert in church, a yearly concert, and I'm always performing like a guest in-house performance. So from there, the music has been going, but it was more like something I love, more like a very strong hobby, not just ordinary hobby. So it started moving from there. Then I was interested in learning the guitar. Though at that time I was making beats on my system. I would make beat. Even my brother's system, I think I crashed the system like 2, 3 times. That, that I would that I'll sneak up at night. I'll sneak up at night just to go produce beats and just see how I'm gonna sound on it. I was just doing those things for my own pleasure, not because I wanted to put it out there. But once it sounds nice to me, then anybody that's close to me, then I just call them and be like, okay, listen to what I did, man. Is it nice? Some people be like, oh man, nice. Some be like, oh, get out, Jerry. But I just kept on doing it. That's why I said it's strong up because I didn't think of what people were saying. I was just doing it because I loved it.
Gotcha.
Moving forward from there, and that's okay. Whenever I make the beats, I would always want to record on it just to see how the music would be. Because when I was in secondary school at that time, some friends in class, they brought in a song and they were like, okay, the song was very nice. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
how did you guys do it? You guys went to the studio. We've never been to the studio before, like at that time. I was just wondering, like, how did you do it? And they said they did it in their house. Really, in your house? How come? He said, yeah, he used system, he got software, Fruity Loops, and blah 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 blah. I was like, hey, really? Then I went to get the Fruity Loops software. I
Software.
did everything. I was just moving. I was just doing it. So whenever I record or I make beats, I would try to sing on it. It moved on like that until when I got to school. When I went to the university, and that was like 2011. Then I was familiar with it, so I got mixed with people that were doing music too in school. And yeah, I made my first song in the year. My first song in the we were always recording. We were always recording at home, but it was not like a standard recording, something I would put out there to people to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So when we I made my first recording 2013.
Mm-hmm.
From 2011, 2012, it was just recording at home that we are just listening to ourselves. But the first one was Mary J. I made that one and people loved it. Then I was like, okay, even like after a month afterward, I had to perform the song at an event in school. Then I was like, okay, nice. So I started moving from there, recording. Anyhow, we'll drop it. Maybe Audio Mark will just drop it anyhow. And so it's been moving from there. So basically, I just had to give it the backstory of how the music journey started from mouth organ
Mm-hmm.
to guitar to making beats to now singing on it. So if I were to put yes to when I started making music, that would be I'm not gonna count the younger years when I started playing the mouth organ. That would be like when I was 9 years old. But for the singing, that would be singing professionally. That would be 2013.
Mhm.
That's what's
Singing
up.
professionally in 2013. Then singing Isheshe music professionally, that would be 2021.
Mm. I
Because that was
sure.
when I dropped Ori. It was after then we kept on moving. So
Yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah, it is. That is what's up, man. And Ori is like one of my. I don't even know which favorite one I got honestly, because you got so many that I like for real. Like I love Oro Idile. That's what the intro and outro came from. But also Ori, the acoustic version, like that one is dope. Like I love that one. And then the and I want to ask you this question because This is one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna play it real quick, and
Mm.
you put your own spin on this particular one. This is another one of mine. That's one of my favorites of yours. So I want to ask this one right here. Oluwa ní ṣọlá, wọn ò bá ṣe máa ṣe é tó bá dọ́là. Ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ́
Ẹ
iṣẹ́
fi
wọn
wọ́n
ní
lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ mi, aró ni pé.
jẹ́ wèrè lójú. Listen, I
Ẹni
love
bá
that
wá
song
ní
already.
ìṣù wá bá mi
I
ṣe
killed
wọ́n fi
this
ṣe
song
é.
when it first
Crazy.
came out. God did like I murdered that song, and then when I heard your bro, I'm like, yo, this dude, yeah, he nice. Did you freestyle that, or did you actually write the lyrics to that?
One thing I always do, my own process of recording is whenever I'm connected to an instrumental or probably a song that I like,
Mhm.
I'll probably first I put it on my door, then I just freestyle to it. I let it come natural without writing nothing. So
Mm.
once I'm done with that, once I get a perfect synergy from what I've done to what I'm feeling inside, then from there I start to put in words to it to make sense, because I don't just want to put lame words to it that it will really get the message out. So then after putting the whole woman and everything, then I put the words to it. Then that's how I always do in my music.
Mm. Oh
Wow.
shit.
Mm.
But you know something that you touched on, 100. A lot of people don't know that you produce most of your music.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
Out of the album, Afro Tradition, I produced four out of it. I produced no accordion, but I produced Iba. I produced Ifa, I produced Ishu, I produced Osa. From Ifa Moriwa, the album, I produced out of 14 songs, I produced 13.
mm.
It was only
Mhm.
my sound engineer that made the first one, which is the number one, and he also made the number one song from Afro Tradition. So yeah, I always want to deliver it the way I'm feeling.
Mm.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I won't be able to interact or interpret what I'm feeling to a producer. He might get close to it. It might do too much.
Mm.
But
Gotcha.
the way I'm feeling is gonna be like, okay, this is what I want. I have nobody to argue with. So it's like a plus for me. For real.
Mm.
Yes,
Wow,
yes, man.
that's impressive, man.
Thank
So
you.
so so with not okay, let's take a let's take a deep dive now.
Mm,
So with you just becoming a new owl,
mm.
how has that journey been so far for you? And how has it, really impacted your music and how people, view you in Ogun State now?
Mm.
Mm. Thank you for that question. First of all, for being a new owl, it is what brought about this current interview.
Mhm.
Mm.
Because we might think that we planned it or we had the thoughts, but no, the rumors are actually working. So it's more like the best time for this to happen, so
Mm.
that I could be able to tell about Isheshe, I could be able to tell about Ifa, I could be able to tell about the rumors. So it's not bad doing. So just to tell you again, that is why I had to first make reference to this interview. Ever since I became an initiate, Ifa initiate, it's been blessing upon blessings.
Mhm.
Sometimes it could be rough. That is life. Because if life is too smooth, then something is fishy. And if it's
Yeah.
too rough, then you need to find out what's happening. So it's always a balance. You understand? So it's been wonderful ever since. Ifa has been wonderful, man. I can, as regards my music now, I don't go out that I don't get to be like, oh, I think I know this guy. Yeah, I got back from Lagos yesterday. I went to the mall to get something, and when I got there, I was about to enter the car, and one man just came to meet me. Was like, "Abura boy." I was like, "Ubato Asuri." Was like, "I'm a babalawo. I know you. If I was sure," I was like, I just smiled. Like I didn't expect, because I was rushing. Yeah, I didn't expect anybody to have noticed I came around there. So it's been more recognition, and I don't take the glory. The glory goes back to, if I back to Olodumare, like I sang in the song, if I was show me babalawo, babalawo, if I Eledumare. You understand? So it's a chain. I'm saying a very big shout out to if I would show my Oluwa would great Ifa for me, if I would take it back to Olodumare. So it's been wonderful. I can't say more than that. I can say more than that. That it's been so too wonderful, but I can't say less than that.
Mm.
Yes. That's
I see.
awesome, man. So what do you feel like? How do you feel about all of this feedback that you're getting in the U.S. When it comes down to your music and whatnot? Because like I said, I've seen a lot of people posting and whatnot and always using your
Mm,
music. So like how does that feel for you? Being in Ogun State and your music
mm,
crossing over the water.
thank you. It's actually very, very beautiful and very wonderful. I'm glad I'm the vessel that is being used by the Rumales, by Lodumare. I'm
Hmm.
so glad. I can't tell you how glad I am, because I could decide to be singing about booty every time. I could still sing about that. But
Mhm.
the Rumales had to put me in a place that would single-handedly pick me out from the crowd. Do
Hmm.
you understand? And I appreciate them for that. And that's why, even for the fact that I'm making my music in this my small cubicle, it's still being heard around the world. And I appreciate Olodumare. And trust me, Shongoni being my representative in the US has been giving me feedbacks and updates about things that have been going on, and I've been so appreciative of it. Like, I can't wait to make things happen in everywhere Isheshe is being preached. Like, I want to visit probably every place that Isheshe is being it's been
Yeah.
preached and been done. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing, and I hope it goes beyond where it is right now, and definitely it will. Last year, Domari, it's gonna go beyond where it is now to like the peak we didn't even picture it would be. Last year, Domari.
I
Sure.
sure. Yes,
And to reiterate before Arisha Baby, you can go. But just to reiterate, what Hondread was talking about. I am his U.S. representative here. So
Yeah,
before we get into all his music and y'all hear the greatness that's about to come.
and
Yeah, we
sorry,
are
my brother.
things in the U.S.
Hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to buttress on that point. If anything has to like, it might not be easy to connect to me directly, because I'm not like I don't reply messages. I do. Once I see it, I reply. But it might not be like I might not take it as hard as it's coming from my people. Like, I have like two, three managers. Shongoni is the one outside Nigeria, anything that has to do with outside Nigeria. And I have the one here in Nigeria. So if anything has to be contacted through to me, like, once Shongoni hears about it, I've heard about it. So I just needed to stay that out.
I sure.
I sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
listen. First, I'm gonna tell you some of the most brilliant geniuses, musicians and artists. All of them started. A lot of them started in their garage or in a little basement or in a closet, or you know what I mean. So, yeah, just because you in the cubicle at the crib, like, man, Kanye started that way, and before we
Exactly.
before we switch lanes, like that's who you remind me of when you start talking about you produce and you make. I didn't know you produced all your music or most of your music, so that you remind me of Kanye in that aspect. And we all know what type of musical genius he is, but y'all have a similar. I feel like y'all have a really similar like air about you in terms of just the genius, the sheer genius to because it takes a special skill set to be able to be a producer, period. You know what I mean? And it definitely takes a special skill set to be able to be a prolific songwriter. So the fact that you have both of those and you're able to, there's not a lot of artists who can do both at that level. I
Hmm.
feel like some
Hmm.
artists can perform as an artist at a high level, but a subpar producer. Some can perform as a phenomenal producer and a subpar artist, but there's not a lot of people who I feel like can do both at the same level, like how you did it. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Like I said, just to learn more about you and your story and your journey. I think that's dope. It adds even more ashe to what you already have, you know what I'm saying, that we knew about you or what we already thought we knew about you. So that's dope, man. For real.
Okay, my brother. I share. I share.
When you're doing, like, when you add Isheshe or Ifa into your music, is that something that you meditate on, or does the music kind of speak to you, and then you kind of just weave in, the music? I mean, the Isheshe or the Ifa or Orisha, like you just kind of weave it into the song
Mm,
as you hear the music, or how does that work? Do you go in with the intention to have it put specific words in there, or does the music speak it into you to put it in
mm. Thank you very much. I could tell you for free, yeah. All the
there?
albums I've all the albums I've recorded that I've dropped, I didn't plan for them. Maybe the planning would be because I need to drop them, like I need to put them on the distribution plan, promotional plan, and all those things. Yeah. Maybe it would be like a month. Afro Tradition, my first EP, I had just Akoryoba like a year before that year, which was 2023. I had Akoryoba already, but recording those songs, like whenever I come to my system, sometimes I don't have a particular thing to sing about. But once I sit in front of my system, I try to make beats, I try to make instrumentals. Yeah. Once I hear the first two lines, or probably 20 seconds into it, or into what I'm doing, or 20, or let's say 10 minutes into what I'm doing, once I'm on the verge to do something, then I know, okay, this is where I want to touch. I probably might now leave it, listen to it, then whatever I need to do, I probably get the first things I would always get is through that omen I told you about.
Mhm.
The words that I would, or the line that would propel me to where I need to sing, or what I need to sing about, would definitely come. So it's
Mm,
from that word, yeah, that I
mm,
just bounce on, I just pick it and I try to see, okay, what's about this thing that came. So talking about Ifa, the way Ifa came, I didn't know it was gonna come like that. But I just, we were talking on the space TikTok live, and people were talking about having to learn. I didn't know how to recite the first 16 odus, if not for that song. People were talking
wow.
about, okay, how do we get to learn the odus? It's a bit confusing, blah 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 blah. Then I was like, okay, just to start saying it, Ejiogbe, Oyeku, and all Iwori Odu, Odi, it might look somehow for people, not for them to remember. So I just like, okay, how best, they were talking about it. I just knew that, okay, this thing would, how can we do it? It would make sense in the music, yeah, but I didn't know how to put it until when I sat in front of the system. Then I started going, Iba Koda, Iba Sheda. First of all, you need to juba. You get, so I did everything. And the first line, okay, a jogbe. Then I had to make research. I had to call people that, okay, what is a jogbe talking about? What is Oyaku Meji talking about? Okay, just
Mhm.
tell me about a jogbe. Tell me about Oyaku. So anything that they say, I get them written down. So the one that looked at, okay, I'll look at that fits into the verse or into the human I've made, or however I'm able to put it to it, then I'll just put it together like that. Then that was
Mm,
how the whole song came about. From Ijogbe. Everything I said after each song, after reciting or saying the Odu, has something to back it up. More like I'm reciting the Odu, but I'm just giving the morals or the lesson from that Odu. Ijogbe, Eminiogbe, Baba Ifa, Gbe mi kore. You understand? Ijogbe is talking about that. Ọ̀yẹ̀kú méjì mi ò jẹ́ kú ní kékeré. Ìwòrì méjì ìṣọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ àmọ́ ni tọ̀tún ṣe nìyẹn. You understand? So everything speaks about something after saying the Odu. And about I need to clear this too. About the track listing for that Afro Tradition, it was after it was released. It was during a live session like this that I was asked to talk about it. That I was able to realize that, okay, there's something great about that album, in the sense that the structure, the whole planning, the whole track listing, putting them where they're supposed to be. I didn't plan for it. And I thought of it after talking on the live, or when I was trying to explain or tell them about the songs. It came from Akoryoba, which was like when you call someone fort. The rumorless called me fort.
Mhm.
Akoryoba
I
means
love
someone
that
that
song.
sings for kings, or someone that is a king that sings.
I
It
love
could
that
be
song.
in many ways. So when you're being called forth, when you're called forth, what do? As a young person, you have to juba. Then that was when Iba came as a second song on that album.
Mm,
All these things were not planned. I didn't even know until after the song was dropped. Then I was talking about the songs.
Mhm.
I'm talking about the EP. After Iba, the first thing you do when you comfort, you just don't take decisions into your hand. You just don't do things in your own will. You need to consult so you can do it right. That is when Ifa came as a third song.
mm,
Now going to the fourth song, after consultation, they will tell you you have to do eboriru or ipese.
mm,
And eboriru is mostly, you definitely have to involve issue in it, in all your ebo. That is where the fourth song came, which is issue. Then
Mhm.
the fifth one, the Pese, you can't beat them. You have to only beg them. Though that is for àwọn ìyá mi àgbàlagbà. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? You only beg them. You can't fight them. There's nothing you can do.
Mm.
So that is where the Ikpese came, and it had to be the fifth song. It was after thinking about it, I was like, man, this album really is not my own doing. I didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I'm the one that sang it, I made the instrumentals. But what the album is to do, I wasn't even ready for it. I'm not even still ready for it because it's just a year plus now. You understand? But I appreciate the Rumorless for all those things. So that is just to answer your question, which is most of those songs are not premeditated. Like I really don't plan for them; they just come. Even up to the track listing, up to the album cover. The album cover for Afro Tradition, I was the one that did it myself. Also, I need to state that out too. I just had to put my tripod in front of me. I took a picture like this. Then after taking the picture, I had to turn my back for the back cover, and I just had to edit it. And boom, it became something people were talking about. A lot of people loved it. I was like, mad. Also, for if I'm real, I had the picture of having Yao Miak behind me with
Mm-hmm.
the baby, which is like the new birth. And those are telling me that keep going, nothing is going to happen. So all those things have their meaning, and I appreciate the rumorless for it. Like when I'm doing them, I probably might not know the extent of what I'm doing, but afterwards is when I start to realize that man, this is something. So that's to answer that question.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm screenshotting the album covers and the album list now as we speak, and I'm gonna go ahead and share them on the screen so the people can see them on the show as well. But that's
Right.
dope.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
thank
And
you, my brother.
a lot of people don't really talk. What people don't really talk about is that
Mm.
in Nigeria, y'all have some of the best graphic designers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I should.
Mm.
Like y'all graphic work is amazing. Even when it comes down like between the graphics, the even the films, like the
Mm.
clarity of the films that y'all shoot out there is crazy.
Mm.
You know what
Mm.
I mean?
Mm.
Like a lot of people don't give, Nigeria the credit that you all need when it comes down to
you,
that, man.
mm.
You
You know,
know,
it's not always been like that.
the music too.
I
It's
should.
not. It's not always been like that ever since. Like, let's just say everybody's evolving. I mean, evolving
Mm-hmm.
to something, doing something greater. So, thumbs up to everybody in the entertainment industry and trying to put out something there, something creative. All the creatives actually.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pro Jesse.
Yeah, Projected. That's one of my teammates also. Is
Yeah,
my sound engineer, like a wonderful guy. And shout out to Larry too. Larry is also like in my managerial team here in Nigeria too. So yeah,
yeah,
shout out to all of my teammates. Shout out to all of them.
yes.
And shout out to the people that are just coming.
I should.
Because it's bigger than what we see now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm excited. So, Arisha Baby, would you like to get going with these hit records out here?
Yes, sir. And real quick too, before we get into that, so one of my, like I said, it's hard to say which one. I don't have a favorite one. I guess I had to say I have a favorite group. But oh man, that hold on, let me pull up a Korean by that song
Mm,
is powerful. Like that's
mm,
a song that I could put it on. I could put that song on in the gym and put it on repeat and just work out to it. Because when you said that it is announcing the coming of the king or a king, like just the music alone, like that music is monumental. Like that music has a very, very strong, powerful like feel to it. It feels as if it's like a movement. Like that song, like the soundtrack to that song feels like a movement. Like it really is a very powerful piece, and it's just like I can't I can't really put it into words how I feel like that song like gets something rising in me. Like it makes my energy kind of go to another level because it just feels so powerful. So you said this is one that you said you did produce this one or someone else produced this one, a Korean.
Korean. Yeah, Projesi. Shout out to Projesi. He produced that one.
That's
Which
dope.
is
So I'm gonna go on. So you want to go to that one first, or you want to do E5 first? Which one you want to do first?
you really want to pick, yeah. Really
I
want to
got you.
pick.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with this one.
Bí kò bá pa mí mọ́, máa forin dára báyé, akọrin ọba. Ẹ má pè mí lálákùnmọ́, bóyá kẹ́tù mọ́rúkọ tí a akọrin ọba. Akọrin ọba.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Listen, I think I don't know what it is, man, but that I don't know if it's like the back, like the vocals in the background and how they kind of like they can't hear it like when you hear it through a system, it sounds a lot better too because like the computer's not doing it no justice. Like it just sounds like you hear it, but to hear the actual production in the background it brings a whole nother element for real.
True that. Shout out to Projecti one more time. Wonderful guy.
Hey, Arisha Baby, do you have Of Course? That's
which album is that off of?
The new album.
Yeah,
I could
of
get
course.
it. I could get it.
Oh man, bro,
I think it's the 10th track, maybe 11.
Work out song every day.
I know how much you talk about this song so bad. Like, man, of course we need to do something. Like,
listen, that Of Course is different.
He came from a viral, yeah. There was a challenge going on. Everybody were like, "Of course, I'm an Onisheshi. You know, issue is not Satan." A lot of people get the misconception, blah blah blah. Then someone just called me. I was like, "Yeah, I need to do something. Like, I have to make it. I have to turn it to music. Like, it's going to go farther than just the challenge." I was like, "Hey, nice." I was contemplating on putting it on this album. I was like, "Okay, let me just put the second verse. Let me record the second verse and let it go with the album." And that was how we did it. Of course.
Yeah, when you sent that over, man, I was like, oh my God. Man.
I got it.
There's a song I've just finished recording yesterday. Woo.
Crazy. I already know.
Let's do like this.
I already know.
It's called Isese Badi. Isese Badi. For the ladies now, Isese Badi.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna love that.
What do you find?
You find? Okay.
Yep.
If I was you, it be babalao. 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 If I Iba koda, iba sheda, iba ori, iba romila, baba ifa. Eba pele bota mu fe ba fani gbolo. Ifa ologun asoro dayo. Ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín ayọ̀dẹ ni tó tún wọ́n ṣe. Ifá dákun kò dábọ̀, má fi re pé bí, má fi bí péré, má fọlọ́lọ́ fọ́rùn. Ifá ní ìkẹ́ ọ́, Ifá ní ìṣe ọpẹlẹ. Ifá lóhùn rírè, ire wọlé dé. Ìjọgbe, èmi ni ó gbé. Bàbá Ifá gbé kéré. Òrèkú méjì bí ó jẹ́ kú ní kékeré. Ìwòrì méjì ìṣọ́bìlọ́wọ́, ọmọ ní tọ́tún ṣe nìyẹn. Ayé ṣọ́ra ẹ̀ fojú di mí. Òdì méjì ibi gíga láyé mi. Ìlósùn méjì orí mi dorí ire. Ọ̀wọ́rin méjì ọmọlá. Ọ̀bàrà méjì ọ̀kọ̀rọ̀ méjì ọ̀kọ̀rọ̀ méjì ọ̀sá méjì ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ. Ìkádé yìí méjì ẹ̀dá pẹ̀ṣà yìí rè. Fọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n ṣọgbọ́n òdúró pọn méjì. Òdúrà méjì ẹ̀kú kété ẹ̀ má gbé nìyàn. Ìrẹ́tẹ̀ méjì èmi ti gun gẹ̀ẹ́gẹ́. Ọ̀sẹ́ méjì ṣọ́wà lọ́wọ́ abínú ẹni. Òfun méjì ó ní dandan ọ̀la máa rí wájú. Ifá oṣù èmi babaláwo ayífa Ifá yẹn lẹ́dùnmáre.
Hey.
Listen,
Right there,
look,
man.
that's a whole, like, for real, that's a whole tutorial right there. That's how you can teach the 16-year-old dude. Just put that song on repeat and memorize the song. You got the 16-year-old dude.
That's all.
Like, that's dope. That is dope. Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Like
Yes, sir.
this one particular thing I love about this song is the response I keep getting about the song. Like, there's no day that someone doesn't come and be like, man, I learned something from the song. I was able to get something from the song. This song has been this,
Yeah.
this song has been all the songs actually, but this one in particular, yeah, being like it, I could say this is a song that brought me like Ifa.
Mm.
Ifa Gogon was the one that brought me like, yeah. So now imagine if a song is now titled Ifa and it's not going to do well, then it's not possible. So shout out to Ifa Elerik Miaturi and you understand? All thanks for Ifa. All thanks, Ifa.
Yes. I should. Yeah, that's powerful. That's real, and that's so real. And even to the fact that how we're even on this call, it's all on, the Isese and Ifa. I mean, Balogun, Shango, and like just the whole energy of how this all came about from Baba Shango, Ogun Tolu, connecting me and Baba Shango Ni, and then him and I kind of just connected, from the get go, and then it just went on from there. But it's like, and if it wasn't for Baba, Ogun Tolu, and he's who brought me to Nigeria in April, March to get E5. So it's like E5 is definitely playing a major role in this whole, this connection, this union, this growth of, each and one of us, not just individually, but collectively. I feel like it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, and you can't tell me how real E5 is, the fact that we're even having this conversation and it's all tied to all of our ties to E5. It's a powerful, powerful. Yeah, it really is.
Exactly. I
Yes,
share.
So now, let's jump into this one, man, because this is the one. I mean, I love them all, but this one was different in its own way. But I'm gonna jump into this one. For the real loyal, supporters of the channel, man, y'all know what this is. For the real loyal supporters, and shout out to Anna. Anna reached out, like, yo, who is that one, man? Listen. Shout out to the brothers, like, everybody who asked, how y'all
many things where we don't throw away. Nítorí ẹ̀sìn, ọmọ bá òrónú, èmi tí mo ti jára mi. Wọ́n parọ́ fáwọn babaláwa, wọ́n kó gbogbo kọrin ní wa. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ìrúnmọ̀lẹ̀ wa wọn ò dá, bọ́yẹ́ táwọn ni wọ́n wá ká, ni wọ́n wá kó lọ. Ajé dem still dey jose us. Olóńkàtà bá ti yàdá tó yẹ kó máa da ifá. Inú tó yẹ kó jẹun, lọ́ fi bí pa. Ọbàtálá, ọba takuntakun. Ṣàngó, Èṣù, Ògún, Ọya, Ọ̀ṣun. Kí ni ìṣẹ̀ṣe tán ṣe nílé yìí o? Ó jẹ́ lọ jára rẹ̀, kó má bá wọn ṣe. Kí ni orò ìdílé yìí o? Jára rẹ̀.
Can we get yes, sir? Can we get that chorus for the people without the beat? Can we get it acapella for the people?
Ìníṣẹ̀ṣe tó ń ṣe nílé yín o, ẹja lọ bára rẹ̀, kó lọ bá wọn ṣe. Kí ni orò ìdílé yín o? Jára rẹ̀, kó lọ bá wọn ṣe. Ọmọ nílé ò máa rántí ilé mọ́. Many things wey we don throw away nítorí ẹ̀sìn, ọmọ bá òrónú, èmi tí mo ti jára mi. Wọ́n parọ́ fáwọn babaláwo wa, wọ́n kó gbogbo nǹkan ìní wa. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ìrúnmọ̀lẹ̀ wa wọn ò dá, but yet àwọn ni wọ́n wá ká, ni wọ́n wá kó lọ. Ajé dem still dey jones us. Olóńkàtà bá ti yàdá tó yẹ kó máa da ifá, inú tó yẹ kó jẹun, olóń febi pa. Ọbàtálá, ọba takuntakun. Ṣàngó, Èṣù, Ògún Ọya Ọ̀ṣun èwo ló ń bọ nílé yín.
Give me a say.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up, man.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Nah, the people gonna love that, man, for real. I can't wait to I can't wait to get this out there. They gonna love it. Like they gonna love that. For real, for real. All right. So we got let me see. Let me see. Let's go with this one.
I need to buy the oh, if I say, if I go to oh, we better no, I can't deny. Oh, that anybody, oh, no, back again,
wọ́n ní ọmọ ọmọdé ọmọ ẹja agedege bẹ̀lódó ọmọ ẹja ló ń pa á kiri.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, this one right here. This is another one. Hell, they all on my favorites list, so I got to figure out how to categorize them. But this one definitely up there too, so I'm gonna drop this one.
Yeah.
Right. Can you go ahead and hit this one just live? Can you hit this one for us? I'm gonna pause that.
Ayọ̀ ní kókó babaláwo tó kì í fà fún iná ọjọ́ tó ń ṣóhun gbogbo tí orí rẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ dáhùn sí wọ́n ní kí iná bọ̀rí kí orí rẹ̀ lè dáhùn sí ohun tó ń ṣe ọjọ́ tí iná bọ̀rí lórí iná bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé iná. Ẹ jẹ́ orí mi dáhùn sí tèmi o ẹ̀dá mi dáhùn sí tèmi o orí agbe tó fi jọba nílé aró orí àlùkò àlùkò jọba ní Kòso orí mi sọ mí dọba ẹ̀dá mi sọ mí dọba orí lórí màmá jẹ́ orí lórí máa jẹ́ orí lórí màmá jẹ́ orí lórí máa jẹ́ orí.
Yes, sir. Man, listen, I got goosebumps with that one, boy. That song go hard, man. Like for real,
for real, bro.
Yes.
No doubt.
It resonates in the Ori. It resonates in the Ori. Like for real, like that is a powerful song. I love that song. Yes, sir. Let's see. I think I got one more. Yep, I got one more. That's in the studio. Let me get this one.
I was waiting for this one. Ready for this one.
Hey, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you ready to get it?
Ìmúníká kò jẹ́ agbórun wá ṣe bí kádìjú ká ṣe bí akú káwé ní òṣùkún ẹni kárin gbùrù ká fẹsẹ̀ kọ́ gbà ó ta ni ó ṣe ní pẹ̀lẹ́ ta ni ó ṣe ní pẹ̀lẹ́ ta ni ó ṣe bó tutù bá mú wọn fà wọ́n ní ó gbéṣẹ́ rẹ̀ dé but tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ lówó wọ́n ní kó rọ́jú fàtà sẹ́nu èèyàn. They only want to roll with you if you are made. Ẹja fẹsẹ̀ kan dọ́dọ̀ wọn bá ààrẹ. Kí ni ká ti gbọ́ wípé aláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà kò má láṣẹ lẹ́nu mọ́. Adé now don turn fashion. Ọmọ Yorùbá take caution. Ẹ má jàgbé ṣẹ̀ṣe àwọn babaláwa. Yeah.
Listen, look, I'm gonna have to do I don't know what they call that on TikTok when they do like the side by sides, but bro, I had to put that song. We did we put up a podcast when we was in the Oni's Palace, and I had to put that
Mm,
song as we're walking through the palace. Cause that was just like the vibe I felt. I'm like, yeah. So
exactly.
that was like, okay. Listen, I'm gonna do a remake of that video and put it with this video with you actually singing it, like with that same
Exactly.
part of the original one. Cause that was dope, man. Like for real, that was dope. That
Thank
was
you, my brother.
You know what though, man, and this is like, man, real music is back.
yes, sir.
I mean,
Mm,
Yes,
beautiful
mm,
music is back.
yes,
You know,
sir.
not
yeah.
all the auto tune stuff.
Yes,
Like
sir.
Mm.
he really sound like this.
Right, right, right. Ain't no
This
no rehearsal, no
nothing.
pre-recorded tracks and voiceovers and none of that. My boy came
Yeah,
straight out the gate, man. Like, let's get
Get
it.
out, my brother.
Under
yeah.
the nothing. All gas, no brakes. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. I love it. I
Um,
love it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but definitely, I definitely want you to, leave something with the people. Leave something for them. That's meaningful. To you, that can, inspire others.
Mm. Yeah. First of all, what I would love to leave for the people is the music. Yeah. If you're not connected to the music, first of all, you need to, because that's where everything starts from.
I
If you
say.
love the music, you probably might be forced to love the person, the vessel carrying the music or doing the music. And once you get to know about the person, you fall in love with what the person does, and that is taking you back to Isheshe. You understand? So first of all, I want to leave people with the music, and also a lot of things are coming from the brand 100. Baba Shango knows about it. My teammates, Projesi, Human Catalyst, Larry, they all know about it. And I also want you guys to know about it and be partakers of it. A lot of things coming. But first of all, let's start from the music. And after the music, then you can connect to me, like on my socials. Like my name is everything on my social handles 100. So once that happens, then we can connect, and you always see updates. Because trust me, there's always a new thing every day. We might tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen, but trust me, it's going to be new, something you probably didn't expect or something you didn't see coming. So leaving something with you is just to stick with me on the journey, like you've always been doing. And for the people on board, the new people coming on board, like, we welcome you wholeheartedly, and we love you and we appreciate you. Just keep spreading the music. Like, it's from the music everything starts from. So yeah, that's what's up. Stay connected. Stay connected.
I say.
I
Yeah,
share.
I appreciate it. I just give thanks again because like I said, it's been a phenomenal experience for how this all even came about. I give thanks to Ifa, the great God of heaven, Oludumare, our ancestors, all the Orishas, and definitely to the Balogun Shango USA, the office of the Balogun Shango USA, Baba Ogun Tolu, for really making this happen with bringing us on board with the office, as well as for Baba Shango Ni making a connection to you and your music and your brand is phenomenal. And like I said, I'm here to do whatever I can to push the narrative, to put it out there. I feel like you should be the face of Isheshe, especially when it's concerned to music, whether it's here in the diaspora in Americas or in Nigeria, because the music is powerful. And I love how, like I said in the beginning, the art matches the genius of music, but you also have been able to a weird science, like a weird, but like a mad scientist to fuse in, the
Mm.
knowledge and the wisdom of V5, but to also put into the beautiful brand of music. Like it's special. And I just give thanks for you coming here and sharing love, man, and dropping the vocals on the people, man, because they definitely been asking. So we definitely appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it for
I
sure.
appreciate you too, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. Baba Shongo, like I said already, if you need to connect to me, if you don't get me directly, you can always get to Baba Shongo. Like, and the handle, probably I need to spell it out because a lot of people spell it like 100, like the number 100, but it's actually HONDREAD. That's like 100, 100, 100. So that's the spell, and that's like my social handle for all my social platforms, like YouTube. If you don't see it, then just put music to it. 100 music or 100. You definitely come up once the spelling is right. So we have a lot of mesh coming. Like I said, a lot of things are coming. Mesh, shows, travelings out. Like, yeah, we're open for bookings,
Yes.
everywhere in the world, as long as Isheshe is present there. But wherever Isheshe is not there, we might be the vessel to take Isheshe there. But if it's the otherwise that they're going to kill Isheshe, nah, I'm not coming. But as long as Isheshe is present, and definitely Isheshe is present everywhere in the world, so trust me,
Yes.
going everywhere in the world as long as it's right. So yeah, I appreciate Baba Shango. I appreciate my brother too. Ishak I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me.
For sure. Well, this wraps up another episode of the Isese Post. Happy Oshe Shango today. And y'all will see us again in another 5 days with the Isese Post. We appreciate y'all and tune in.
Kábíyèsí Ṣàngó.
Wato.